What's going on, y'all? It is a beautiful Thursday morning. Decided to get up a little earlier than I normally would so that I can have some time to rap with you guys. We got some things we need to discuss. Happy wife, happy life. I have seen this topic come up more and more over the last couple months, and I have to say I'm a little disappointed that the phrase has been turned into a negative thing lately. I feel like men are seeing it as a negative thing because they hear happy wife, happy life and think that a marriage is supposed to be solely based around the happiness of the woman and the man's needs and wants don't matter. And that's like literally the opposite of what I was taught as a child when it comes to happy wife, happy life. So I just really want to break down my opinion on why I believe men should not be offended by this phrase, and they should in fact embrace this phrase. So the first time I heard happy wife, happy life, I was about 12 years old. I was in the kitchen with my mom, and it was just me and her in the house, but she was fixing 3 plates for dinner. So I'm like, who's this 3rd plate for? She said, it's for my husband. And I said, you fixing this plate before he even get here? And with all the enthusiasm in the world, she said, yes. Of course I'm making him this plate before he gets home. He been out working all day, so I want to make sure he got something to eat when he get here. Because he bought the groceries, he paid the gas bill for me to cook the food, and he paid the light bill so we wouldn't be in the dark. So I'm 12 years old. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So I'm like, okay, you're happy to do this for him. You like doing things for him. She said, yes. If you had a man who loved you, took care of you, made sure you and your children had everything you needed, you would be happy to do things for him, right? I said, yeah. And then she said, see, it's a process. I'm happy to do things for him because I know he will happily do anything for me. That's why it's called happy wife, happy life. And so now I start paying attention because I'm literally seeing my mother and stepfather both serve their marriage in different ways at the same time, because now she done told me what to look for. And there has even been days where my mother would oversleep from her nap, and it would be like 20 minutes before my stepfather comes home, and she would get up, rush downstairs, get dressed and clean up real quick, and as soon as he walks in the door, the things that he's commenting on, the things that he appreciates when he comes home from a long day is the things that she just did. And now it's making sense of why she got up and rushed to do it. It's the things that he appreciates and notices when he gets home. It's what makes that long day at work all worth it. So at the end of all that, I didn't interpret that happy wife, happy life means that a marriage is supposed to be based on my needs only and the man's needs shouldn't matter. What I took from it was, if I'm lucky enough to find a man who loves me, will take care of me, and will make sure I have everything I need, as a woman, it's my job to do things for him to allow him to keep doing things for me, vice versa, so everybody can be happy. And I know what y'all about to say, that's not happy wife, happy life, that's happy spouse, happy house. Let me tell you why it's different. In most cases, understand I said in most cases, the women are the ones who set the general tone of the household. So a household being ran by a happy woman, her happiness is going to be evident all through the house, and the energy is going to give off to anyone who's in it. If you've been out working all day and you come home to a happy woman who appreciates that shit, the house gonna be clean, dinner gonna be cooking, she done got dressed up, she done did something to her hair, done did a little bit of makeup, and she's actually happy to see you when you come through the door, and she greets you with a smile and a kiss because she knows that you've been out working all day, and her main goal is to make sure you don't have to do nothing but relax when you come through the door. And in a result, your entire life is happy. You feel me? Now again, I know nowadays a lot of women aren't being stay-at-home moms, but I think we can all agree that if somebody between the man and the woman has to stay home and take care of the household, it's gonna be the woman more times than it's the man. And that just is what it is. You still don't believe me? I'll give you an example. Men, you ever had a homeboy who did all these things to woo his woman, and after he got her, he started showing his true colors and acting weird and not being consistent, and then all of a sudden his girl get fed up and she get to acting different too, and then he come to you complaining like he don't know why she acting different? Man, I don't know what's wrong with Amber. She don't cook no more, she don't clean no more, she be acting funny, she don't come to bed in lingerie no more. And you just standing there looking at him like, Well, Brandon, you haven't been consistent in your behavior either. I mean, you stay out till 3 a.m. most times during the week. You are emotionally unavailable. You don't take her out like you used to, and you cheated on her twice. So it kind of makes sense why she's not doing what she used to do, because you're not doing what you used to. You understand what I'm saying? It's a process. Because a happy woman will be doing all those things for you and then some, and wouldn't think twice about it, because she has the security that all the effort that she's putting into her relationship is worth it and will be reciprocated back to her. But if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do in your relationship and she's always unhappy, then her unhappiness is going to reflect into the relationship. Bottom line, happy wife, happy life does not mean that only the woman's feelings matter. It means that anything that you present to a happy woman, she's gonna take it and multiply it in a number of ways that benefits both of you. You give a happy woman a house, she gonna make it a home. You give an unhappy woman a house, she gonna complain that it ain't got no central air. Still not convinced? I'll give you one more example. Let's say we got 2 plots of land in front of us, okay? One on the right, this is a dry, very barren patch of land. Let's call this the unhappy patch, okay? This one over here is very deep, very rich, very moist. Let's call this the happy patch of land. And this is the apple seed that we want to grow into a big, beautiful apple tree. Which plot of land are you gonna put it in? The happy side, right? Oh, and what do you get in return? Apples and shade.